Hello, I'm Rosie. I went to Gollanczfest, which is a book talk with multiple authors coming in to talk about their books, about various topics related to books such as the role of social media and all of that kind of thing. It went on for a few days, but I only went on Saturday and I really enjoyed myself. I only was there for the morning because I had a massive migraine for most of the time I was there, which at one point towards the end it made me feel rather dizzy, and rather than passing out in front of everyone I just decided to go home. So it's kind of a mixed bag for me because I was really disappointed to miss out on all the afternoon festivities. I was just able to see the morning, but I just really enjoyed it and I'm hoping to be able to go to more next year and not be ill. So included in the tickets we got an awesome goodie bag which looks much fuller than it did when I first got it. This also includes all of the books that I bought, and it's decidedly heavy for this one hand to be holding up, but it's such a cool looking tote bag. I mean, that dragon is awesome. But yeah, I am going to do a bit of a mini haul. Basically, I'm going to see what's in this bag and show you all as well. I mean, I know what's in it, but... So the first thing I see in here, rather coincidentally lucky, is the programme. I mean, this is such a really nice programme. I mean, normally at events you get kind of like a little piece of paper that tells you what's happening and whatnot, but this is really nicely produced and it's got bits of information about the events and the authors and a bit of history as well of the publisher itself. Let's put that up there for decorative purposes, because I can't talk. Next up, I like the feel of this. This is a special notebook designed specifically for the event, and it's so shiny and so pretty. I love notebooks. I love anything stationery, but notebooks in particular are amazing. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. I kind of don't want to use it because it's so pretty and I don't want to ruin it, but we'll see. Yeah, put that up there as well. Dawnfall. What else do I have in the bag? Ooh, okay, I've kind of pulled up a whole handful of things. These are things that we got in the goodie bag at the beginning. So it includes like postcard sized things saying what's out at the moment. I think all of these books are by the authors who actually attended the event and participated in the talks, like Elizabeth Bear. And there's also a few sneak peeks in here. I did pick up some of these at Yolk, not this one in particular because this also includes The Promise of the Child, but this one I got as well, so I've kind of already read it, but you can't really go wrong with free samplers. I'm kind of not doing it randomly now because I kind of want to save the books till last because they are beautiful. But oh yes, more samplers and a rather lovely bookmark advertising Smoke. I think I've actually seen this around on BookTube, but it's one that's been catching my eye a bit and I don't know what it's about at all, but it sounds quite tempting. Might be a book for the future once I finally let myself go wild in a bookshop. Ooh, there's also a couple of things from Picture House, so like memberships and what's actually on. I think this is because Picture House was sponsoring it, I'm not entirely sure on that front, but they did have a bit of advertising going on, so I think they may have been sponsoring the event. Then have more free samplers. So I really like the actual design of this one. It's probably my favourite looking one in that it's got that traditional kind of sci-fi feel to it, whereas others seem a bit more produced. The Hatching, which I've actually read as well. This looks like it's going to be quite a good one. Not quite, but yeah. Oh yes, more things which are out now. I then also have this thing, which is Rune Marks by Joanne Harris. I think it's kind of promoting the book, but it's also got this thing inside, which I have a feeling, like, because the book's not out yet, this is a book plate where the author could decide for the author to sign, so then you can stick it in the book. But I wasn't able to stay around for Joanne Harris to actually sign it because I had to go home because of reasons I've explained. So it's quite a sad little one. I may just put it in there just in case, because if I get the book I may just put it in the book as a kind of nice thing at the front, because it is a really nice design and it seems a shame for it to go to waste. We also got this really nice sci-fi quiz book. I've not tried out any of the quizzes in it, but it seems like quite a fun thing to try. SFX, which I think is also sponsoring it because they're mentioned in that, but I could be wrong. So yeah, got a lot of sci-fi. What else? Have I actually got out everything that isn't a book in here? Oh good, the fuzzy light's gone. Okay, book time. I actually managed to restrain myself and only get 3 books while I was there. This is because I could not afford to buy any more books, I was not really supposed to buy any more books, and I could not carry any more books. 3 very valid reasons, I hope. But the second one, I was not supposed to buy any more books, I did. That was mainly because one of the authors was Scott Lynch, and I absolutely adored the Lies of Lamora, and I could not resist getting the 10th anniversary edition signed. And also it had the 3rd book, which I've been trying to find for ages, and it's just not been in any bookshop that I've looked at because I love the cover and I've been wanting it for ages. And now I have it. And now I've just told you what 2 of the books I got are, so I might as well just show you. So yes, the rather stunning 10th anniversary edition of The Lies of Lamora, shiny, which is massive, but really nice having the collectors. And you've also got this one signed in, and I really like what it says. I don't know if you can see, I don't want to open the book too much in case I damage it, but it's basically a page in scroll, and it says, "To Rosie, keep your friends close and your enemies chopped into small pieces and buried in the backyard. Scott Lynch." Yay! So I'm really happy with that and very, very excited. I then also got The Republic of Thieves, which is the 3rd book in the series, and I have it on audiobook as well, but I haven't decided whether I want to read it or listen to it. But I absolutely adore it. I love the cover to this. I am very excited to have this, and especially since I've been looking at it for so long. And this is also signed gloriously across the whole page, just again for Rosie. Scott Lynch, September 2016. And then lastly, I got The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I have not actually read any Joe Abercrombie, which I'm ashamed of. I've actually got a few of his books on my to-read shelf downstairs, but I've heard so many good things that I don't know whether my expectations are going to be too high when I read it and it'd just be disappointing. That's a really bad reason to not read books, but it's an excuse I use for a lot of the books that are in my to-read. But I could not pass on having these really nicely designed 10th anniversary editions. But from the talks I actually quite enjoyed Joe Abercrombie as a person, so I thought it might be worth just getting this one, getting it signed. Is it signed? Yes, it's signed. But yeah, I got this book. I just thought, why not just get the book and see what it's like? And I might as well. It's a 10th anniversary edition, so I cannot really pass it up. And it's a beautiful cover with a nice sword. I was going to get The Final Empire in the 10th anniversary edition, but because Brandon Sanderson wasn't there and I was already struggling to carry everything and feeling ill, I just thought I probably shouldn't, because otherwise things might end up in a disaster and blah 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 blah. I could get it another time, as well as the Tom Lloyd one, The Stormcaller, because that wasn't actually available when I was there. I think it would be in the next load of books that came out for the speakers in the afternoon, which of course, as I've said, I wasn't there for, so what can you do? Before I get too distracted by the books, I have the tote bag, which you can now see in a bit better light. No! This is the front, I believe. Well, there's no back and no front. And this is the back. I think this is the logo for the festival. And you could also get this on the poster, but I really wanted one, and I was going to go get one, but I left and forgot, and then remembered when I was on the underground and couldn't turn back, because otherwise I would have missed my train. So that was sad, but oh well. So I will see you next time. Goodbye.